Now let's just briefly move on to Ukraine. And first of all, the news that the Ukrainian defense minister, Reznikov, has had to resign, or did he jump, or was he pushed? Well, this is a good question. If you look in the mainstream press, some people saying he resigned. His tweet is certainly saying resigned. Other people saying that he was sacked, and certainly what Zelensky is saying implies that he was sacked, because Zelensky's quote was that, "I believe that the defense ministry needs new approaches and other formats of interaction with both the military and society at large." So that seems to be an indication he was finally pretty unhappy with what the defense ministry was doing. He needs to move on. Things aren't going so well. So anyway, Zelensky then pushed out a little piece of video, and he was talking about, in fact, his major policy area, his major political goal, as he described it, is opening EU accession talks. So the European Commission has made several recommendations to Ukraine. We've already completed a number of them, he said. For the rest, the Ukrainian parliament must demonstrate tangible results, timely results, the ones we agreed on with the European Commission, and so on. And it was quite interesting. One of the things he was talking about was the new law on politically exposed persons. Now, if you remember, the whole Nigel Farage banking scandal was with respect to politically exposed persons, this term, and this now seems to have moved into Ukraine. So that's the latest on Zelensky and his government. But then let's move on to this, because the Reuters last week, or on the 1st of September, was claiming an exclusive that the US is now sending depleted uranium munitions to Ukraine. This is what they had to say. The Biden administration will, for the first time, send controversial armor-piercing munitions containing depleted uranium to Ukraine, according to a document seen by Reuters and separately confirmed by two US officials. Although Britain sent DU munitions to Ukraine earlier this year, this would be the first US shipment of the ammunition and will likely stir controversy, as it should. Now, in the meantime, Dmitry Polyansky, who is the Russian Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, was speaking on a podcast over the weekend, very much concerned that the possibility, or the accidental possibility, of Russia and NATO coming into a direct clash has increased. We're repeatedly warned that the situation is quite dangerous and there's a big risk of a direct clash between Russia and NATO, is what he was saying on a podcast. But in the meantime, we've got this story doing the rounds, that this tit for tat really claim of military incursions into airspace on either side of the Polish-Belarusian border. So this is TASS reporting Polish military helicopter violates Belarusian border, according to the Belarus State Border Committee. They're saying that on the 1st of September, Belarusian border guards reported a violation of Belarus airspace in the Grodno region from Poland. A Polish Mi-24 military helicopter was flying at extremely low altitude, crossed the state border and got 1,200 meters deep into Belarusian territory before turning back. On the other hand, Poland saying earlier the two Belarusian helicopters had allegedly violated Poland's border on the 1st of August, and so it goes on. And although the Polish government has denied this latest incursion, nonetheless, this rhetoric is starting to build on both sides of the border. So just a quick update on Ukraine there. But David, let's move over to China.